Problem number 2. The number of girlfriends and the number of text messages received. When we were in class, we decided that the number of girlfriends would be independent, and the number of text messages received, that's the result. So that would be dependent. One way of helping you to figure that out, what caused the other one? And the number of girlfriends would cause you to have either more text messages or less text messages, depending on how many girlfriends you have. So I would come down here and put dependent will be the number of text messages. So if I have a lot of girlfriends, I'm going to have a lot of text messages. If I don't have so many, I'm not going to have so many text messages. And so the independent was the number of girlfriends. From there, it says the x-axis because you can draw, again, the I, and then y-axis because you can draw the D for dependent. So this is the number of text messages. And then here, this is the number of girlfriends. Okay, and so of course we survey, or survey the class, or you can survey the hallway or whatever. And with 0 girlfriends, of course, you have 0 text messages. Remember, this is the start. And if you want to write that start as a point in order to compare it 0, 0. If you have 1 girlfriend, let's say in an hour, how many text messages could you get? You could possibly get maybe 10. If you have 4 girlfriends in an hour, it could be 50. If you have 10 girlfriends in an hour, you could get 107. Or let's make it 170, just because this is a scatter plot, and in most cases the scatter plot, the points are everywhere, they're not consistent. And so if you wanted to draw your ordered pairs, this would be this, and write them out. And so, and I'm showing you this box because I didn't show it on the first example because I figured you knew, but just in case, let me go ahead and do it and show it here. Now we plot the points 0, 0. I'm going to make this 1. I got to go up to 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 won't work this time. Maybe if I go by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And so 0, 0, 0 is plotted. And I need to go up to 170. So I'm going to go up by 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. 140, 160, I need one more, 180. Okay, and now 110, 450, 10, 170, and I'm going to speed up time, and these are the people I'm surveying. And so most of my data seems to be kind of like here. So I'm going to draw a trend line that cuts through the middle. And I know it's positive because my trend line is going up when I read it from left to right. I also know it's positive because I have 2 increases. I also have 2 decreases because we mentioned that here. Less girlfriends, less text messages. So 2 negatives in this instance is not going to be negative. It's going to be positive. So think of it as a negative. Well, I guess I can write the word negative. Negative times a negative gives you a positive. Think about it that way. Gives you a positive. Okay. So this is a positive correlation. 2 increases or 2 decreases, again, is positive. So if we use our trend line to predict, and let's say we're going to predict at 8. According to my trend line, I am about maybe 125. So 8, 125. And now we get to write what that means. 8 is going to stand for, what did we say the X stood for? X is going to be the number of girlfriends, the x-axis. So 8 girlfriends would result in what? 125 text messages. And how are these points related? Because they're increasing. My X column is increasing as my Y column increases. Increase in the X, increase in the Y, and it also will decrease in the X and decrease in the Y. So if you look here, I'm going down, and I'm going down as well. The values are going down. So what depends on what? The text messages depend on the number of girlfriends. And if that doesn't help you, you can also write what caused what? Well, the number of girlfriends, it causes, or caused, I guess I can leave the D, it caused the amount of text messages that you got. The difference in using this statement versus this one, when you use the word cause, the first one is the independent variable, and the second one is the dependent. When you use the dependent first versus when you say depends on, the dependent goes first and the independent goes last.